A successful business is like a hero in a blockbuster movie. It doesn't just exist. It steps in, solves problems, and leaves customers wondering how they ever lived without it. But what happens when a business isn't a hero? It becomes just another face in the crowd, a background character easily replaced by the cheapest alternative. This is the dangerous pitfall of commoditization. When a business fails to stand out, it becomes nothing more than a price war participant, forced to cut margins to stay relevant. If your business isn't solving a real problem or creating undeniable value, it's just another interchangeable option in a marketplace full of clones. The trap of the Me Too business: walk down any street or scroll through any online marketplace, and you'll see countless businesses that are practically carbon copies of each other. A new coffee shop opens, not because it's solving a unique problem, but because the owner simply loves coffee. A clothing boutique launches, not to fill a market gap, but because the founder has always dreamed of owning one. A local burger joint appears, not because the area lacks burgers, but because someone wanted to be their own boss. Here's the problem. These businesses are born out of personal desire, not marketplace demand. They enter an already crowded field without any significant differentiation, and soon enough, they find themselves competing solely on price. And when price becomes the only battleground, profits disappear, and frustration sets in. Let's bring this to life with a conversation between two entrepreneurs. Emma: I'm thinking about opening a bakery. I love baking, and there aren't many bakeries around here. Jake: That's great. But why would people choose your bakery over others? Emma: Well, my cakes taste amazing. Jake: Sure, but so do dozens of other bakeries. What makes yours special? Are you faster? Cheaper? Do you offer something no one else does? Emma: I hadn't thought about that. Jake's questions highlight a critical truth. Passion alone isn't enough. Without a clear reason for customers to choose you over competitors, your business risks becoming just another commodity. Consider the taxi industry before the rise of ride-sharing apps. Taxis had been around for decades, and getting one was often a frustrating experience. Long wait times, inconsistent pricing, and poor customer service were the norm. But no one innovated until Uber and Lyft arrived. They didn't just compete, they changed the game. They solved real problems: availability, convenience, and transparent pricing. If your business doesn't step in like a hero to rescue customers from their frustrations, it's just another player in an already saturated game. The cost of commoditization happens when a product or service becomes indistinguishable from its competitors. And when that happens, customers make buying decisions based on the only remaining factor: price. Look at the airline industry. Most airlines today offer the same cramped seats, the same delays, and the same uninspired in-flight experience. The only real differentiator? Price. That's why travelers spend hours searching for the cheapest fare rather than pledging loyalty to a specific airline. Gas stations? Same story. Consumers don't care where they fill up their tanks as long as they get the best price. Now ask yourself, is your business just another gas station? Are customers choosing you only because you're the cheapest option available? If so, you're in trouble. A competitor with slightly lower prices will steal your customers in an instant. Take Sarah, who opened a small cleaning service in her neighborhood. At first, she attracted clients by offering competitive rates. But soon, other cleaners entered the market, undercutting her prices. Unable to compete, Sarah raised her rates back up, hoping her loyal customers would stick around. Instead, they left for cheaper alternatives. Without a unique selling point, her business became irrelevant. The right reason to start a business: one of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make is starting a business for the wrong reasons. They enter an industry not because they've identified a pressing need, but because they simply want to own a business. Take the limousine industry. Many people enter this business because they like the idea of driving luxury cars and running their own company. But what happens? More limo companies pop up, all offering the same service, and suddenly, the only way to compete is by lowering rates. The market gets flooded, profits shrink, and business owners wonder why they're struggling. Contrast that with a company like Tesla. Tesla didn't enter the auto industry just to be another car manufacturer. It entered with a mission to revolutionize electric vehicles and make sustainable transportation mainstream. Tesla wasn't just another car company. It was a game changer. That's the difference between entering a business for the right reasons and falling into the commoditization trap. How to avoid the price war. If you want to build a business that stands out, you need to differentiate. Here's how. 1. Solve a painful problem. Businesses that thrive are the ones that eliminate headaches. People don't buy products or services, they buy solutions to their problems. Consider Dollar Shave Club. Before its launch, buying razors meant dealing with expensive, over-engineered products in locked display cases. Dollar Shave Club solved this inconvenience by offering a simple, subscription-based model that delivered quality razors to customers' doors. The result? A billion-dollar acquisition by Unilever. Ask yourself, what frustrating experience can you eliminate? What inefficiency can you improve? The bigger the pain, the more customers will value your solution. For example, imagine a fitness app that not only tracks workouts, but also adjusts routines based on user feedback and goals. By addressing the frustration of generic workout plans, it could carve out a loyal customer base. Differentiate through experience. Sometimes, differentiation isn't about the product itself, but the experience surrounding it. Look at Starbucks. Coffee itself is a commodity, yet Starbucks commands premium prices because it doesn't just sell coffee, it sells an experience. The atmosphere, the customer service, and the brand identity create a sense of belonging that competitors struggle to replicate. How can your business create an experience that makes customers feel they're getting more than just a product? Imagine a bookstore that hosts weekly author events, book clubs, and writing workshops. By turning shopping into an engaging community experience, it transforms itself from a mere retailer into a cultural hub. Build a brand, not just a business. Brand creates emotional connections. It gives people a reason to choose you over someone else, even if your prices are higher. Apple is a master of this. Its products aren't the cheapest, but people buy them because of the brand's reputation for quality, innovation, and design. People don't just buy Apple products. They buy into the Apple ecosystem and lifestyle. If your business has no brand identity, it has no protection against price competition. Find a niche and own it. Mass markets are brutal. Competing in a general industry means battling well-established giants. Instead, carve out a niche where you can dominate. For example, instead of starting a generic clothing line, why not focus on sustainable fashion for eco-conscious consumers? Instead of opening a standard gym, why not create one specifically for busy professionals with limited time? The narrower the focus, the easier it is to stand out and attract loyal customers. Lead instead of following. Too many businesses spend their time watching what competitors are doing instead of focusing on their own unique value. When you react to competition, you're always a step behind. Instead, innovate. Do something different. Find what your competitors are missing and capitalize on it. Companies that lead the pack don't follow trends. They create them. Take Netflix. While Blockbuster focused on physical rentals, Netflix pioneered streaming, changing how we consume entertainment forever. By leading rather than following, Netflix became synonymous with modern media consumption. Real-life inspiration to illustrate the power of being a hero rather than a commodity. Let's revisit Airbnb. When founders Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia launched their platform, they weren't trying to be another hotel chain. They identified a painful problem: travelers struggling to find affordable accommodations during peak events. Their solution, a peer-to-peer lodging marketplace, was revolutionary. But Airbnb didn't stop there. They differentiated through experience, offering personalized stays and unique properties that hotels couldn't match. Today, Airbnb isn't just a place to book rooms. It's a gateway to authentic travel experiences. Would Airbnb have succeeded if it had simply replicated existing models? Unlikely. By stepping in as heroes, solving real problems, and delivering unmatched value, they transformed an entire industry. Be the hero, not the commodity. At the end of the day, your business is either a hero or a commodity. There's no middle ground. If your business is just another option in a crowded space, customers will treat it as such. They'll compare prices, find the cheapest option, and move on without a second thought. But if your business solves a real problem, offers a unique experience, and builds a strong brand, customers will stick with you even when competitors try to undercut your price. The market doesn't need another generic business. It needs problem solvers, innovators, and game changers. So ask yourself, is your business truly saving the day for your customers? Or is it just another interchangeable option that will be forgotten the moment a cheaper alternative appears? Be the hero. The rewards are far greater.